man, hit that like button. I know you're upset. I am too, man. I know you're upset. I am too. Hit that like button though. Definitely hit that like button though. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Everybody come through here. It was very disappointing. I already know. Trust me. I already know. But make sure you hit that like button when y'all come through. Let me know y'all up in here. Definitely hit that like button, man. Let me know y'all up in here, man. Definitely let me know y'all up in here. Hit that like button. Definitely hit that like button. Let me know y'all up in here. Let some of y'all come through here real quick before we get started, man. Ah, man. Man, 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 man. Yeah, I'm not surprised though. I'm really not. I'm really not. Uh, I'm not. Maybe about how bad the score looked um in the beginning. I might have been a little bit more surprised about that, but the fact of like the Texans losing, the simple fact that the Houston Texans lost, no, I thought the Texans, uh, uh, um, I thought the Texans was going to lose that game against the Cleveland Browns. I see y'all up in here. Make sure hitting that like button. More people than jumped in, but the lights ain't going up. Make sure hitting that like button. But yeah, hey man, I mean, it was ridiculous, ridiculous, completely ridiculous. The Houston Texans falls to the Cleveland Browns 36-22. Uh, hey, uh, just a bad game all the way around. I mean, Cleveland offense came out there just like last week against the Titans. First drive, go out there and score. And then the Texans offense never could get anything going. Never can get anything going. Never can get anything going offensively up until the end when it was basically garbage time. But for all the people out there that wanted Case Keenum to start, and I know y'all got your little victory last week, good, cool, because we benefit off of that. But I told y'all, man, Papa Keenum ain't got it. Like Papa Keenum ain't got it. Like I was trying to tell y'all last week that the Texans won that game in spite of Case Keenum. Case Keenum wasn't the reason why the Texans won. All this Keenum magic and Keenum does things better than CJ Stroud. I don't know what I was talking about. Because Keenum bad last week. If you go back and watch the football game last week against the Tennessee Titans, Keenum played bad. And he threw a pick six in the game. The pick that threw in the end zone with, right on the goal line, but luckily Dalton Schultz able to rip the football away, and there was another one in the middle of the field. Like he almost lost the game last week, and then took horrific sacks, which he did today, which he kept on doing today. He was taking bad sacks all game long. Just taking you out of position, making it third and long, or making you put in a situation where you got to punt the football. Just taking unnecessary, just bad, horrific sacks. Point blank. Period. Papa Keenum ain't got. He need to be in the backyard playing football with his kids and his grandkids. He is not that guy. He is not that guy. And to be honest, never was. Case Keenum was never that guy. I was sick and tired of this Keenum magic and Keenum truthers and Keenum mania. All because he played at U of H. Y'all remember that Case Keenum was 0-8 as a Texan quarterback back in 2013. 0-8. And that team was way more loaded. You had Andre Johnson. You had Arian Foster. You had young DeAndre Hopkins. You had J.J. Watt. You had Brian Cushing. You had all these other things going on for you. Owen Daniels. You had all these players back then in 2013. Remember the Texans were what 12 and was 12-4 the previous year. They were 12-4. And we started off 2-0 in 2013 and lost 14 straight. KCM was 0-8 with that team. Couldn't get no wins. Lost to Jacksonville twice. In Jacksonville. A bad Jacksonville Jaguar team there. It wasn't even Blake Bortles. It was Blaine Gabbert as a quarterback. And you lost twice to him. Come on. KCM was never really good. He was never that guy. Yeah, I know he went to the NFC Championship game in 2017 with the Minnesota Vikings. So what? Nick Foles beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl that same year. What is Nick Foles doing? Not a damn thing. not before or after that Super Bowl win. That was it. That's all he got. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. Hey, man, shout out to that boy Trill for the Super Chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Turn up, Spitz. Get on. Man, you know what I'm talking about, bro? You know what I'm talking about? Even though you probably happy because you're a Cleveland fan. But yeah, man, appreciate Trill for the Super Chat love. Definitely appreciate that. But that's what I'm talking about. Everybody was out here talking about Case Keenum. Yes, we definitely need CJ back. I'm glad you said it. Because some people out there, hey, man, we can win without CJ, man. We really got a good team, and we really got CJ. No, we don't. No, this is the reason why CJ Stroud was inside not only the head and above shoulders for rookie of the year, but was legitimately in the MVP conversation. This is the reason why he was legitimately in the MVP conversation. This right here was the reason why he was in the MVP conversation. This is why. This is exactly why he was legitimately in the MVP conversation. This is why. This is exactly why he was in the MVP conversation. The reason why is because this team, with or without him, is night and day. With him or without him. Without him, the team is not good. With CJ Stroud, this team is a team that's rolling again into the playoffs. This team is rolling again into the playoffs. But without him, this is what you look like. And I know Davis Mills came in and cleaned it up and make it a little bit more pretty on the screen. He came in and made a little bit pretty on the screen. I'm glad he did that. Because look, I didn't even get to the numbers. I mean, this is the numbers. Joe Flacco was 27 of 42 for 368 yards, 3 touchdowns. I told you he's going to throw picks. He threw 2 of them. Amari Cooper set a Cleveland Brown record. 11 catches, 265 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I hope you know that we got another AFC Player of the Week that we allowed. Once again, the Houston Texans have allowed somebody to become, because he's going to be AFC Player. No doubt he's going to be AFC Player of the Week. 226 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11 catches? Oh, he's definitely going to be AFC Player of the Week. No doubt about it. He's definitely going to be AFC Player of the Week. Case Keenum had 48 yards in the first half. Ended off the game with 62 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Davis Mills came in garbage time and threw 149 yards and 2 touchdowns, able to get Nico Collins. I'm glad Nico Collins can, inside NRG, Nico Collins can actually get a touchdown. Thank you. He had 7 touchdowns this season. All 7 of his touchdowns are at NRG Stadium. Thank you, Nico Collins. Thank you for that being contributed inside NRG. Sorry, but not sorry. And I don't want to hear no more about Nico Collins being a number 1 receiver. Y'all can stop that. Keep that mess. I don't care if Nico Collins next week goes out there against the Tennessee Titans and catches 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Nico is not a number 1 receiver. So please don't put that in my comments. He is not. I don't care what he does. I don't care. He can go out there next week and catch 300 yards and 3 touchdowns off of 10 catches. He is not a number 1 receiver. Stop trying to hype up Nico Collins that he's a number 1 receiver. He's not a number 1 receiver. He's not. He's not. Because if you're a number 1 receiver, your quarterback can look to you in these big type of games and you can actually make some plays. He can't do it. He can't do it outside NRG Stadium either. He only plays well inside NRG. Only plays well inside NRG. That's it. He's had 3 good games, bro. 3 good games. That's all he's had was 3 good games. Just 3. 3. And we want to hype this dude up like he's a number 1 receiver. No, he's not. He's not. He's absolutely not a number 1 receiver. He's not good. He's decent. He's a solid number 2. A great number 3. A solid number 2. But he's not a number 1 receiver. He's not a number receiver. Not at all. He's had good moments. He's flashed here and there. But he's not had good moments. Thank you. Same thing. I feel the same way about Mitchie. Oh, man. We was hype about Mitchie. We was, man, because I remember being at the practices and people like, man, where John Mitchie at? Preseason. Man, why John Mitchie ain't playing the season? And I've been telling people, hey, as the season started progressing, after Noah Brown got hurt and then came back, they threw him back initially, that, hey, something's up with both Mitchie and Xavier Hutchinson. Because they can't get on the field. Even with the injuries. Injuries to Tank. Everybody's missed time. Noah Brown's missed time multiple times. Nico's missed time multiple times. Tank has missed time multiple times now. What's his name? Robert Woods has missed time multiple times. These guys have missed time, but yet we cannot use Mechie or Xavier Hudson. Why is that? I said, we put them in, and the thing is, they're active, they're playing. We use them as blockers. And at the beginning of the season, we excused because, the issues with the offensive line. The offensive line had issues and things of that nature. So, hey, we need extra blockers and things like that. We need some guys extra blockers. But when the offensive line, when guys start coming back, we're like, okay, now we don't have to use, we can use them after and use them run route patterns. It ain't happening. Here we are, week 15, 16 of the season? 17, see what week this is. We're almost at the finish line, and these guys still can only catch one catch a game. These guys can still only get 2-3 targets a game. They can't run routes. They're not getting open. Nobody outside Tank Dell can get separation consistently. Nico Collins included. Only person on this team who got separation consistently is Tank Dell. That's it. That's it. He's the only one who's got consistent separation. The rest of these guys have not been getting consistent separation, bro. They haven't. They have not. They just not. Mechie's not getting consistent separation. Well, Mechie and Xavier Hudson, they don't get separation really at all. Nico gets separation sometimes, but it's not consistent. Same thing with Noah Brown. Same thing with Robert Woods. And sometimes they just can't catch the football. Even when they do get separation, they can't come up with the catches. The only one who consistently was able to get separation and was able to make plays was Tank Dell. Tank Dell definitely was your bona fide number one receiver. That's the reason why CJ always looked to him. It wasn't just because they both rookies. It wasn't just because they both cool and bobbing off the field. That's not what it is. He's the only guy who you truly can depend on. He's it. He's the only guy you really can depend on. Everybody else is wherever the wind blows. Nico good inside NRG Stadium, but outside he ain't doing nothing. Noah Brown, wherever the wind blow. Same thing with Robert Woods. He an old veteran, wherever the wind blow. And then both Mechie and can't get you nothing. Mechie and Xavier Hudson, they can't get you anything. They can't do anything outside of anything. They not giving you any type of situation. So you have to find a way to fix the issue. You gotta find a way to get a receiver. Is it via trade, via free agency, via the draft? I don't care how you slice it, but you're going to have to find a number one receiver in the future. Because you cannot keep on trying this out there, especially with a franchise quarterback. Yes, CJ was making these guys look good, but you see. When CJ's not the one throwing the football, they can't make plays and they can't get open. For some reason, Bobby Sloyd cannot get these guys open. He cannot coach these guys to get open for some reason. And the play calling was just horrendous. We don't get into that, but the play calling was not good. It was not good at all. It was not good at all. Bobby Sloyd acted like without CJ Stroud, he doesn't know how to call plays. Even though you can actually say he probably don't know how to call plays with CJ Stroud. You can actually have a conversation about that as well. But this is the thing about it is that the receivers out here are not doing their job and they're not doing enough. CJ was making guys look better than what they really are. And we've seen in the last 2 weeks when these other guys out there throwing the football to them, we're seeing exactly who they are. It's coming back, a regression going back to the means. We understand exactly who these guys are and they're showing you who they are. These are not guys you can count on. These are not guys who can get consistent separation. These are guys who cannot make plays when you need them or anything of that nature. They are not true number one receivers. They okay guys. Nico Collins is an okay, solid. He's a damn good number 3, a solid number 2. I think Tank Dell can be a viable weapon in the field, but I do think you need help with Tank Dell. Tank Dell can't do it all by himself. Noah Brown, Robert Woods, those are interchangeable guys, honestly. How people talk about, man, when Noah Brown come back, he's a guy. He's just a guy, an interchangeable guy. And when it comes to Mechie and when it comes to Xavier Hudson, those guys are non-existent. Outside being blockers. That's it. You can give the ball to Hudson on a jet sweep. That's about it. Other than that, these guys are nothing but they're glorified blockers. That's really what they can do. That's the best thing they can. Either they can't run routes, or they can't catch footballs, or they got poor timing. I don't know what it is. I don't understand. And be honest, at this point of the season, I do not care. I don't care what the situation is when it comes to those guys. They ain't it. They just not it. They not it. It doesn't even matter what they doing when they not it. It just does not matter. Whatever it is, go out there and get a T Higgins. Go out there and get a Brandon Ayuk. Go out there and try to sign Mike Evans. Go out there and try to draft a Keon Coleman or Romo out of Washington or Xavier Worthy or Xavier Legend or Buka. Go out and do some of these things. I think they need to try multiple ways to go out there. I think they need to get a receiver via free agency and then use that first round pick to draft one. That's what I feel like they need to do. That's exactly what I feel like they need to do. You need to get 2 more receivers because one, Nico has shown you already that he can't stay healthy. He showed you he misses time every single year. Even he came out this year, had a career year, had 1,000 yards, got 7 touchdowns. And majority of his damage comes inside NRG Stadium, by the way. But he showed you even then that he can't stay healthy. He showed you even then that he cannot stay healthy. He showed you right then that he can't stay healthy. So because of that, you gotta find a way to make sure you get somebody get somebody right there, and also find a way that you get somebody in the draft to help out as well. And man, more people have jumped in. Make sure you hit that like button. I see more people have jumped in, but the likes ain't going up, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Very, very vital. Make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button. But the thing is, like, we gotta do better. Like I said, Bobby Slowick, I don't know what Bobby Slowick was doing. Bobby Slowick was calling unnecessary plays that didn't make any sense. And in the beginning of the game, that whole switching in Davis Mills and Case Keenum, like, we got Taysom Hill or something. What is you doing? Pick a quarterback. I thought that Case Keenum was going to start. Once we gave the ball to Case Keenum last week, and Case Keenum was going to be the starting quarterback last week, I was like, all right, cool. All right, that means Case Keenum is probably going to start again. CJ's not able to go. And like I said in my live the other day, that from the reports is that Davis Mills was taking majority of the first team snaps. And I said the only thing is because Stefanski really knows Case Keenum, that might be the reason why they might just go ahead and go with Davis Mills, or you watch the film against the Tennessee Titans and you realize that you really won in spite of Case Keenum. You really won in spite of Case Keenum. That's really why you won the football game. You won the football game in spite of Case Keenum. So maybe that, like things of that nature, that possibly could potentially be the reason why that you potentially be the reason why you was able to overcome that game and why you was able to win and things like that, because you look at them, okay, we overcame the situation when it came to Case Keenum. We overcame Case Keenum, and the defense could play. Played well. So maybe we need to get a different look and throw in Davis Mills and let Davis Mills be the star, especially with Kevin Stefanski possibly being able to know exactly what Davis Mills what Case Keenum tendencies is. But I wasn't expecting this whole switching and swatching. I wasn't expecting that. That wasn't what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting this whole thing, this whole flipping and flopping and switching and switch. I wasn't expecting that at all. That wasn't something that I was expecting, and it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense at all. And then once the game got in hand, you actually put in Davis Mills, and Davis Mills actually, he's seen some things. Got to take a lot of that with a grain of salt, because the Browns thought the game was over. They took out Amari Cooper and Flacco out early in the game, because Amari Cooper could have broke the Cleveland Brown record for the most most receiving yards in the game, but they took him out so early because they thought the game was over. But the Texans got a quick touchdown. They was able to get the football back on the kickoff, and then was able to score again and was able to get 2-point conversion. So it's like, okay, now that's a 2-point game. I think it was like 5 minutes left. So 2 touchdown game with 5 minutes left. Okay, this might be a game. We might need to be able to put some points on the board, even though they weren't able to put points on the board. But what they were able to do, they were able to take out a lot of the clock. They was able to take out a lot of the clock, because I feel like if they would put old boy back up in the game and they wouldn't have put their offense back, their starting offense back out there, I do think that Cleveland probably would have had another quick 3 and out. And who knows, if you get the ball back with 4 minutes left, down by 2 touchdowns, and maybe if you score a touchdown with like 3 minutes left to go in the game, 2 minutes left to go in the game, and now you're only down by 7, then things could possibly be a little bit different, a little bit interesting. Still, gotta take it with a little bit of grain of salt. But that's why you just kind of just throw away exactly with Davis Mills. The defense, I don't know what to say. I mean, the defense did what I said they was going to do. I said Joe Flacco was going to turn the football over. Joe Flacco gave you 2 interceptions. I know one of them kind of it's like right before halftime, so it really didn't help you. But the defense did get you a turnover in the crucial part of the game, you score a touchdown. I mean, you're down 14-0. Damian Pierce, by the way, run the kickoff return back. Finally able to do something this season. That was definitely his best play of the season, probably best play of his career. It just messed up. It came in a bad performance for the team all the way around. Just a good touchdown that put the Texans back in the game and gave the Texans and gave us hope and fans hope. Okay, maybe it's a life and maybe we be able to do something. And then we got the football back. Able to get the football back. And so when you got that first interception, if the offense was able to muster up any type of thing, anything, a field goal, even if it was just a field goal, if the offense was able to muster up some type of thing, when you got the ball back in the second half, and if it's 22-10, and you're able to get some points on the ball, you get able to get a touchdown in that situation. Now we're talking about 22-17. Now it's a different. Now it's a different type of situation. Now it's a completely different type of situation. But yeah, offense wasn't able to muster up anything. That's the reason why is because of the defense. The defense was able to force some turnovers, but they allowed Amari Cooper and Joe Flacco to go off. And I'm sick and tired of you letting mediocre quarterbacks be able to do things. I mean, Joe Flacco outside his Super Bowl run, which his Super Bowl run was a good Super Bowl run. Joe Flacco hasn't really done anything. Joe Flacco's been bad for the past couple of years. That's the reason why he lost his job in Baltimore, why he got benched and kept losing his job with the Jets. I mean, they kept on trading between him and Zach Wilson, and they said they eventually bench him in. They eventually bench him in because he wasn't playing good. And we've seen him for the past two. He's played in 4 games this season. 4-game season. He's thrown 1 interception, 3 interceptions, and then throw 2 interceptions, and you weren't able to capitalize on it. Not whatsoever. You allow Mark Cooper to go out there and break a Cleveland Brown record, a franchise record in your building on Christmas Eve. You allow him to break a franchise record. And speaking of that, Jalen Petrie finally, Jalen Petrie finally gets benched. About damn time. Speaking about time, more people done jumped in about time, but hey, I need y'all to hit some like button, man. More people done jumped up here, but the lights ain't going up. Make sure you hit that like button. More people done jumped up in this thing, but make sure you hit that like button. Hey, I know it's Christmas. I know it's Christmas Eve. I know people irritated, they upset, they mad, but hey, you can still hit that like button now. Come on, man. You can still hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make the Christmas Eve somewhat enjoyable by hitting the like button. Appreciate that. But about time that Jalen Petrie finally got benched. Finally. God be trying to tell y'all that both Jalen Petrie and Damian Pierce is what? They're the tallest short guys. They were good or look good, gave the perception of looking good on a bad football team. That's what it was. That's all it was. Both him and Jalen Petrie and Damian Pierce both looked it good on a bad football team because nothing was able to transpire. Once the team got better and you start expecting more out of them, they fell short. No pun intended. Like they can't do anything because the things that Jalen Petrie was doing all year this year, he was doing it last year. The only thing that was different is that he was able to get interceptions last year. That was it. He was missing tackles. He was taking bad angles, but he was able to get the football. And the thing is, he actually dropped 5. He caught 4 interceptions. He dropped 4. He dropped at least 4. He dropped at least 4. But the difference is he was able to get 5 of them. That was the difference. He was able to catch 5 of them, but he dropped at least 4. He got 5 of them, but he dropped at least 4. That's the difference. That's the complete difference. And then this year and last year and this year. Because this year, he's not doing anything. He got benched twice last year. Twice. Once against the Giants, and then once against Washington. He got benched twice last year. Why he just not getting benched now? I've been saying it for weeks. That he's one of the tallest short guys. Him and Damian Pierce. People like, nah, bro. I'm just giving sophomore slump. Man, he's too talented. He's a too talented of a guy. Sophomore slump. No, he's not. No. He's not good at football. He's hot butter garbage. I keep on saying that because he is. He is hot butter garbage. We expected more of him, me included. I thought he was going to be an all-pro. I was fooled too. No, I apologize. I apologize to all y'all out there. I apologize to all my subscribers out there. Everybody that tune in to me every week. Tune in to me every week. I sincerely apologize because I thought better of him myself. I should have recognized this sooner. That he was trash and hot butter garbage. And he doesn't deserve to be on the football field as a starter. He's a role player at best. Put him on special teams. Or don't even put him on the bench. Don't even put him on the field off. Let him stay on the damn bench. That's what he is. He is hot butter garbage trash. He can't cover. He misses tackles. He can't do anything. He had a good game last week, and I give him applause for a good game. Good. I'm glad you had a good game. Outside of that, you trash. You trash. And get off my football field. Get off my football field. Get off my football team. You don't deserve to wear no damn Texan jersey. And let that be something. Somebody deserving or not deserving to wear a Texan jersey. But he ain't one of them. Because he trash. He always giving up bad angles. I don't know. Pictures just irritate me because I think mostly because I expected better. And I wanted Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton was my highest graded person in the draft last year. I had him the highest person on my draft board last year was Kyle Hamilton. I wanted Kyle Hamilton. And we got Jalen Petrie. And last year it looked good. Last year, oh man, Jalen Petrie looked great. Jalen Petrie better than Kyle Hamilton. I feel so stupid for saying that. I feel so stupid for thinking that. I feel so stupid for thinking that. And my boy Stingley, shout out to my boy Stingley. Got his fifth interception after I think going into this week he was second. AFC cornerbacks in the Pro Bowl voting behind Jalen Ramsey. So shout out to my boy Stingley. Hopefully gets a Pro Bowl. That him getting another interception. Good. I think he's now 2 away from the franchise record. Because the franchise record I think is 7. So he needs 2 more interceptions to tie. Well, 2 more interceptions to tie. So shout out to that boy Stingley for getting that. But yeah, like I said, like that. Jimmy gotta go. Yeah, I mean Jimmy always getting hurt. I mean Jimmy always getting hurt. Like I said, Nick always getting hurt. Same thing, my boy Gennard, man. Gennard was going out there and having a phenomenal season. And I don't know exactly what the injury was. I know something about with his ankle or something like that. So I don't know the severity of his injury, but man, like he's another one. And I think the injury actually gonna cost him some money. So actually, to be honest, it actually might end up helping the Texans because the injury actually gonna cost Jonathan Gennard some money. Because Jonathan Gennard probably could have been like, hey, either go get a real big bag or you're going to franchise tag him. Now, because he keeps on getting hurt, and he's gotten hurt every year, like Nico Collins, like, hey, okay, they're going to use that. The Texans are going to use it like, hey, you constantly get hurt, bro. You get hurt every year. Even here in your contract year, when you're playing phenomenal, you end up still getting hurt. So I'm pretty sure they probably use it. They're probably getting for a cheaper price. They're probably getting for a cheaper price. Actually, in hindsight, in retrospect, it might end up benefiting the Texans. It might end up benefiting the Texans long term. But speaking of contracts, some of the contracts we got, like Larry Tunsil, I see a lot of people getting on Larry Tunsil. Like Larry Tunsil, this season here really, opened my eyes on Larry Tunsil. Remember we traded for Larry Tunsil back in 2019, and that was his first Pro Bowl year. Well, oh man, yeah, man, Larry Tunsil got Deshaun Watson, everything rolling. Then same thing in 2020. The team was bad, but Larry Tunsil, Deshaun Watson played well. Then the whole 2021 debacle happened with Cully and him getting hurt and then not want to be here or whatever the case may be. And we like, man, like we understood how good Larry Tunsil is, but like we don't want to be here in this dumpster fire and what's going on. But we did move him. We talked about moving him. We did move him. And then last year happened. And last year, Larry Tunsil probably had his best season last year. Larry Tunsil had a monster season last year, just on a bad football team. But we looked at Larry Tunsil like, okay, hey, we already know Larry Tunsil was good on good football teams too. Okay, yeah, we gonna draft us a quarterback. Well, we gonna draft us a quarterback. We got us a franchise left tackle. Well, but this season here, Tunsil is talented, but he don't got no heart. He ain't got no mentality. He's very weak-minded. You got your young rookie quarterback fighting like coming to the stadium at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to get prepared and ready to play in the game, and you sit down for 3 weeks. Then we're in the middle of a playoff push. Our backup quarterback, our starting quarterback is hurt, dealing with concussion. Our backup quarterback in crucial games and moments, and you just give minimum effort, half-assed effort, just horrendous effort. Doesn't make any sense, bro. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. Like Larry Tunsil really is weak right now. He's a talented player, but extremely weak-minded. And you gotta sit back and think about it, like, okay, is this being coached? Is it being allowed? Like the whole thing is either you coaching it or you allowing it. So what's going on? And like then now you gotta start questioning Nico. Cause I know like I said, I don't want to hear nothing about Nico Collins being number one receiver. I don't want to hear no more about D'Amico Ryans being coach of the year. It's not. It should be Steichen or Stefanski. More than likely Stefanski. Stefanski been playing with a backup quarterback all year. He been interchanging Sean Watson, PJ was it PJ Tucker, Joe Flacco, and then the rookie, the kid with the long last name. Like it's one should be Kevin Stefanski. You should probably throw in Steichen, but I see the Colts lost there, which is good. This is the one good thing, not good thing, but it's the okay thing. Last night the Cincinnati Bengals lost. Today, the Indianapolis Colts lost. So the Texans don't lose any ground in the playoff standings. The Texans are still in the exact spot they were in last week for the playoffs. The exact same spot. They didn't lose any ground. Now, the bad thing is they could have gained massive ground. They could have gained extremely massive ground. They didn't lose any ground, so they still control their destiny. They win the last two. Very simple. They win the last two games. They're in the playoffs. So as long as CJ comes back and you beat the Titans and you beat Indianapolis on the last game of the season, you still get to walk into the playoffs at 10-7. So that's the one good thing. Now the kicker is that now like I said, you lost ground. I think somebody just put in the comments that I think that Tampa Bay is beating Jacksonville. You could have been leading the division if you would have won. If you'd have won today, you would have been leading the division, and not only leading the division, you would have had a stranglehold in the division. It could have clinched a playoff spot tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Could clinch a playoff spot next week. If the Texans would have won today, and the Texans would win next week, they would have clinched the playoff spot inside NRG Stadium. When Soft Sports gonna be there. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my boy Honcho, my boy Wise, my boy Wink, my boy Ray, my boy Hector, my boy Tenny, Swisher. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the whole round table. Shout out to everybody on Soft Sports. But we gonna be in the building. Me, Ray. Well, actually, I don't think Ray coming. So me, Hector, Tenny, Swisher, Wise, Honcho. We gonna be in the building. I don't know. I'm not for sure if Ray coming. I'm not for sure if Ray and Wink coming. But everybody else, we gonna be in the building. So make sure y'all be in the building. Make sure y'all be in the building. We going up against the Titans, or like my boy Wise like to call them, the Lightons. We going up against them, and they're gonna be trying to get their get back. They're gonna be trying to get their get back. So we gotta be in the building. We gotta be loud because wasn't that many people in the building today. And I'm talking about before the blowout ensued, and they would like when they were showing the stage. Wasn't that many people there? I know I said people still probably doing some shopping, some late gift getting and things like that. But hey, man. This was an important game. At the very least, it seemed like it was going to be an important game. But the Texans, once again, don't show up for important games. They don't. They don't show up for important games. Do I think CJ is going to be back this week? I think so. I hope so. What's you gonna say? I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. We need him. We definitely need him because we've seen that this team is not the same without CJ Stroud. This team is not the same without CJ Stroud. And Bobby Slower don't know he don't know how to call plays without CJ Stroud either. Like this team does not play well without your starting quarterback. It just doesn't. The team does not play well without the starting quarterback. It's just facts. It's just facts. They just don't play good without. They don't play good without the starting quarterback. You need CJ Stroud. You need CJ Stroud. You need CJ Stroud. Like I don't see them. I don't see really what. How can I put this? We're not gonna be able to do anything special without CJ. The Falcons is the favorite. Yeah, I mean Falcons is a huge favorite. Even with the Colts losing, I mean even if the Colts would have won, Texans it didn't matter because the biggest thing was the Bengals. The Bengals losing was massive. The Bengals losing took huge pressure off the game. It did. For, at least for me, it took huge pressure off the game. Okay, the Bengals and lost. All right, cool. So I know no matter what happens, the Texans still gonna control what they control to get into the playoffs. But again, you still want to win for other purposes, and most importantly, you had a chance to get into the division. You had a chance to win the division. Because even if Jacksonville does lose, because like I said, I just didn't probably put it again, the Jacksonville's down 13-0. Even if Jacksonville does lose, you still need Jacksonville to lose another game. Like you still, even because you lost today's game, you need Jacksonville to lose another game. So now you need Jacksonville to lose. I don't know who they play next week. I have a feeling it's the Panthers, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it's the Panthers though. It's either the Colts or the either the Colts or the Jags play the Panthers. One of those two teams play the Panthers. I don't know which one. One of them play the Panthers. I'm not exactly which one, but I do know that the Jags played the Titans in the last game of the season. So you would either lose next week or have them lose against the Titans for you to have a chance to get the division because you lost today's game. Yeah, they play Panthers. Yes, they play Panthers. I don't think the Panthers are going to beat them. I would love for the Panthers to beat them. I don't think the Panthers are going to beat. The Panthers beat Green Bay because I was very upset. I know at one point in time Green Bay was up, and then I seen they were both tied at 30. I was upset because I got Green Bay in my fantasy. I got Green Bay's defense in my fantasy. So for Carolina to actually get those points late made me mad. So I don't even know if they won or not. Like, so please, somebody put in the chat if they won. And I want to know because of fantasy purposes. They ain't got nothing to do with Bryce Young. I just want to know because of fantasy purposes. But come in the middle of the playoffs. But CJ is the only reason why we. Yeah, CJ is the only reason why we got a chance. Like. Still, they lost by 3, but they still gave them 30. I just need the Green Bay defense to play better. But no, but I completely agree, man. Like I completely and utterly agree. Like it's man. Like CJ, I mean, it's something you already knew. Like it's something that you already knew. Like we already knew this, right? Like we knew this. We knew that CJ was the driving force behind the Texans getting to the playoffs. Like everybody knew this. This wasn't new information. This wasn't something that was new. Like we all understood this. We all knew this and understood this. I don't know why people were out here trying to pretend and act like, oh, we got a good offensive line. And remember one time people talking about how we had one of the best, we had top 5 offensive line in the league. Like people actually saying that. Oh, we got weapons. I mean, we got the weapons. We got all these things that people were saying. Oh, and Case Keenum is a better quarterback, and Case Keenum does some things better than CJ, and Case Keenum can do this, and Case Keenum can lead you to victory. And Case Keenum, I mean, you don't really need CJ Stroud. You can win some games without CJ Stroud. You don't really need. You got one. Like, what's the old Spider-Man thing? Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one. Like those Spider-Man on Family Guy, everybody get one. That was the one. Last week in Nashville was the one. Last week in Nashville was the one. It was the one. Everybody get one. Last week in Nashville was the one. It was. Like that's what it was. Last week in Nashville was the one. Everybody gets one. Last week in Nashville was the one. That was the one that we got. That was the one that we got. Was last week. Against the Tennessee Titans. That was it. Because other than that, you seen what Paul Keenum did. You seen Paul Keenum is old. The game has passed him by. The game has passed him by. That's why I said I never understood all this hype and excitement. I never understood it, all this hype and excitement because Case Keenum. But the thing is, it has nothing to even do with this. It has nothing to even do with the past 2 weeks. Because this was hype even back in the offseason. When we signed Case Keenum, oh yeah, man, we got Case Keenum as the backup. Yeah, hey, Case Keenum, hey, why we even got Davis Mills on the team? We need to go ahead and get rid of Davis Mills, cut Davis Mills. Why we even got him on the team? We got Case Keenum. Y'all, I've been trying to tell people for months, Case ain't got it, bro. Case ain't it. Case ain't that guy. He's not that dude. He's not it. He's not what the kids say. He's not him. He's not. He's not. Don't understand the Case love the Case love fest. Case love fest. Oh, he's a cowboy. You know what I'm saying? CJ's a gangster. And Case is a cowboy. Like my boy Honcho say, bruh. I understand. U of H. Get it. Understand it. Get it. Cool. I wore Houston. I wore Houston from my jersey for a number of years. I get all that. I get all that love face. All that love fest. Case ain't it. You look. He takes bad sacks. He throws questionable footballs. He's just not it. He could never understand and read the blitz. That was an issue he had. When they talk about, oh, he can help set protection and run the offensive line and put us in a better position. And, oh, Case Keenum is the reason why the running game is run better because he does this better than CJ. He can set up the run protection better than CJ. And that's the reason why Singletary is able to have a good game, even though Devin Singletary has already had 200-yard plus games with CJ Stroud. And one of them he ran for $150. Last week he only ran for $120. He's rushed for $150 with CJ. Then back though the following week it ran for $112. But he sets up the running protection better than CJ Stroud though. Case Keenum sets up the run protection better than CJ Stroud because he can read the defense. No, he can't. No, he can't. Case Keenum had this problem way back in 2013. I've been saying this before I did YouTube. I've been saying that Case Keenum, I like what Case Keenum is doing, but Case Keenum would never be the guy. He can never be a franchise quarterback because he can't read the blitz. He cannot read the blitz. He does not understand how to read the blitz. He cannot read and understand the blitz. He just can't. He can't read and understand the blitz. He can't. He's always taking bad sacks. He was doing that back in 2013 when you went 0-8 as a starting quarterback, by the way. In Houston. He went 0-8 as a starting quarterback, by the way, in Houston. Tried to tell people that. He went 0-8 as a starting quarterback in Houston, by the way. Went 0-8. But yet still, people sit up and say, oh, people sit up and say, oh, he's going to say he a cowboy and he a cowboy, thing like that. No. He's just old. Just mad because your ass is old. He's just old. That's what he is. He's old. He Paw Keenum. That's what he is. He Paw Case Keenum. And he Paw Case Keenum. He could never really understand the blitz, and things have gotten even worse now because he had one good season in Minnesota back in 2017. One good season with Minnesota back in 2017, and that was it, bro. That was it. We need CJ Stroud to come back. That's what we need. We need CJ Stroud to come back. That's how you're going to get into the playoffs, is by CJ Stroud being your primary quarterback, by CJ Stroud being your franchise quarterback and leading this team into a playoff push and actually have a chance in the playoffs. Because that wide receiver right there is not it. You're not getting nothing done with that. None whatsoever. You're not getting nothing at all done with that. None whatsoever. You're not getting nothing done with that. Nothing whatsoever. You're not getting nothing done with that. None whatsoever. None. Nada. Zero. Nothing. You're not getting nothing done, bro. You're not getting nothing done. Not getting nothing done. You got to help out your defense. Even though your defense is giving up big plays. But you got to find a way to put points on the board. Just like, y'all got to find a way to get the lights up in, man. More people done jumped in, but the lights ain't going up. Make sure you hit that like button. More people done jumped up in this thing, but the lights ain't going up. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Come on, man. Definitely, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button, man. More people done jumped in, but make sure you hit that like button. Don't want him coming back if he ain't 100. I mean, one, he not gonna play unless he 100. I mean, it's a concussion. They're not about to play with that. He has to clear. He has to clear concussion protocol. Like so unless he clears concussion protocol, he's not gonna play. Now, luckily, it did say that he was watching film. He's back at the facility. I think on Friday he's been watching film, something he couldn't do for the previous 2 weeks. So it looks like things are trending up and things are going in the right direction. Things are trending up in the right direction. So because of that, because things are trending in the right direction. We should be able to get him back. The Bucks up 20-0. Good. Because that's still, I mean, that still keeps the what you call it up for grabs. The division is still a possibility. It's just that you just would need to lose another game. like that would be the Jags like fourth straight loss. That's crazy. That would be the Jags fourth straight loss. So you would need them to lose. You would need them to lose one more game, and you have to win out. It's like now you have spent all the money in the bank, all your savings. You've cashed out. You cashed out. All your savings, you cashed out. You have reached your max on your credit card. Your credit card is maxed out. Your bank account is bone dry. You've spent all your money. Now everything you got left is for bills. You can't splurge on nothing else. You can't. You've spent all your losses. You can't have no extra loss nowhere. You have to win. 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 I know technically, mathematically, you can still make it in if somebody else loses some other thing. No, scratch out that. You have to win. That's it. I said this after the Jazz game with how many guys was left at the Jazz game? We played 5 or 6 at the Jazz game. Denver Jets, Titans, Browns, Titans. Yeah, it was the last 6 games. I said the last 6 games that obviously 6-0 we got you in. 5 and you can get in with 5-1. 4-2 maybe. 3-3. 2-4 you wasn't gonna be able to do it. And obviously one well. So again, so we're at that point now. You gave up 2. You lost 2. At your last 6 games, you went 4-4. You went 2-2 in the first 4. You got 2 left. First 4 you went 2-2. You've given up as many losses as you can have. You can't afford any more losses. You have to win the last 2 games to get into the playoffs. You have to win. You have to. I know mathematically you probably can get in with one more win mathematically, but you have to win out. You have to win the last 2 games, and we're gonna need CJ Stroud. We're gonna need Cobra Stroud to win the last 2 games. We're not winning without them. We're not winning those games without them. We're not. We absolutely not. Like I said, like the defense. Like the defense, I felt bad for them in the first half, because they wasn't able to. In the first half, they wasn't able to get any help, even when they could get some stops. Even when they could, because I mean, they like the Cleveland Browns getting the ball on short fields, and Cleveland Brown. I mean, the offense wasn't doing anything. Wasn't doing anything offensively, but no excuse for Amari Cooper, none whatsoever. And like that touchdown that Stingley gave up, I mean, that was just a good play by Amari Cooper. That was just a good play by Amari Cooper. Like just a good play, good throw by Joe Flacco, good catch by Amari Cooper, and I mean, like it's football. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And then there was another play he gave up on the sideline that they tried to make the pass and flash. He just got there too early. He got there too early, and the ball was able to fit through the window. Flacco was able to hold on to the ball just a half a second longer than how he's supposed to. I was able to let go of the football, put the football right there, and for what's his name, Cooper, to make the catch. So he was able to do that. Like I said, Stingley, I still think the Stingley showed you some things. But the defense got to play better. But again, I kind of give the defense a little bit of leeway, a little bit of okayness because of how bad the offense played. The offense was just bad. It's a bad offense. It didn't give you anything to look for, anything to help you out with. I mean, I really don't pretty much know really too much what to say. The offense just played bad. The offense played bad, and the team played bad. So Jalen Petrie starting to piss you off. I mean, Jalen Petrie been pissing me off all season. Like Jalen Petrie been Jalen. I know one people want to talk about Damian Pierce. Jalen Petrie has been the biggest disappointment because the reason why I put Jalen Petrie a bigger disappointment over Damian Pierce is because I don't think we had like Damian Pierce being all pro like aspirations. Like we talked about that Jalen Petrie was gonna be we talked about Jalen Petrie being an all pro, a Pro Bowl caliber player, all pro caliber player. We people talking about last year redoing the draft. People had Jalen Petrie. People was throwing Jalen Petrie name as a top 15 draft pick. They had Jalen Petrie. They had like redo like you know how like, a year later redo the draft. They when you redid the draft, they had Jalen Petrie being top 15. They had Jalen Petrie drafted above Stingley. They had Jalen Petrie drafted above Stingley in that. Like when they did the redraft, last year's redraft, first round redraft, they had Jalen Petrie drafted above Stingley. So people had expectation this year that Jalen Petrie was going to take that step up. I remember having this conversation about the best player in the secondary on the team a couple months ago. This is before the season started, and some people were saying Jalen Petrie. I still thought it was Stingley. I still thought that Stingley still was the best player on the defense, even in the secondary. Even though Jalen Petrie had the season he had last year, I still felt that Darius Stingley was still the best player in the secondary. I still felt he was still the best player in the secondary. Based off his, I just felt that he was the better player, and we're seeing it now. Stingley's clearly the best player in the secondary. Stingley's probably the second best player on defense behind Jonathan Gennard. Yeah, it's Jonathan Gennard and Stingley. This year, 2023 on defense is Jonathan Gennard, Stingley, and then probably Will Anderson. Those are probably your top three defensive players. And Stingley's and then probably Steven Nelson after that. Steven Nelson probably after Will Anderson. Because Steven Nelson does make some plays, but he also gives up a lot of plays too. Like Stingley, since Stingley's been back, Stingley's got 5 interceptions in 6 games, 7 games, something like that. How many games he's been playing back? Like he's definitely played extremely well. He's definitely played extremely well. Definitely played extremely well. Since Steven Nelson that gumbo getting cooked. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but Steven Nelson has played good in the beginning of the season. Like I said, since Stingley's coming back, since Stingley's came back, he's been targeted a little bit more because people have targeted Stingley, especially since Stingley started making some plays. They start throwing to Stingley less and less and less and less. And because they start throwing to him less and less and less and less, these guys actually been ones making a couple plays. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like I said, luckily the Cincinnati Bengals. Like I said, I'm upset that they lost, but I'm not too mad because luckily, like I said, the Cincinnati Bengals lost. Luckily, it looks like the Jags are losing. I'm more disappointed. Like, damn. We could be. I'm more upset that man, we could have been the front runners for the division right now. I'm more mad about that. But the Texans still have opportunity to make the playoffs. They just got to win the last 2 games. This is a game that we actually needed though. We needed this. I know we kind of say the same thing about the Jets game, but we really need this because I needed people to realize exactly how good CJ is. I need fans and people to understand and realize like, damn, this kid really is good. And just like how they talk about like, oh, when Tyreek went out for the Dolphins and how good the Dolphins, how bad the Dolphins look when Tyreek went out, how important Tyreek Hill is. I want that same type of energy for the Houston Texans when it comes to CJ Stroud. When people sit back and realize like, damn, this kid CJ really is that good, and the Texans really do need CJ because without CJ Stroud, this is what you get for the Houston Texans. Without CJ Stroud, this is what you get for the Houston Texans. Without CJ Stroud, this is what you get for the Houston Texans. So, man. Man, man, man. 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 Yeah, man. It is what it is, though. Like I said, it's something that we needed. Get back to the drawing boards. Now, I do definitely think that they now, no, I know now CJ's definitely gonna be trying to get back. He's gonna be trying to do everything he can to get back. Like I said, him be able to watch film. I mean, I guess he must not have the same issues with the light that he was having last week. So hopefully we should be able to see CJ Stroud take the field of NRG take the field of NRG on Sunday, and a win that we desperately need to get into the playoffs. Desperately need, man. Shout out to everybody that came through. If you ain't hit that like button, man, make sure you hit that like button. If you ain't came through, man, hit that like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Shout out to my boy, Professor Trill, for the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Hit that like button. Like I said, we will be in the building. Saw Sports, we will be in the building next Sunday at the Titans game. So pull up, because we going to be there. CJ going to make the return. The Texans going to win. We going to get back on track and be back in the position that we need to get into the playoffs. So make sure y'all pull up, man. Make sure y'all pull up, and when y'all see us, make sure y'all shout us up. Hey, man, what's up, man? Make sure y'all shout us out when y'all see us out there. So I think my boy Honcho was going live after this. I think he's doing a call-in show, if I'm not mistaken. So make sure y'all tune in there right there. Also, the Honcho, he go live every week. So make sure y'all tune in. He go live every day, all throughout the week. And I will be back on Wednesday. Back on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock on Wednesday, breaking down exactly what the Texans need to do to get into the playoffs. So make sure y'all get to. We're gonna talk about break down the AFC playoff picture, break it down and go into exactly the ins and outs, exactly what needs to be done for the team to make the playoffs. So make sure y'all tune in. Also, same thing on Friday. We're gonna do a preview game. For the Tennessee Titans. So make sure y'all tune in there. Friday live stream, tune in there. And also, even though I'm gonna be at the game on Sunday, don't mean you're not gonna get a post game, because you're gonna get a post game immediately after the game. Live, full effect at NRG Stadium. We're gonna be live from the gridiron. We're gonna be live at NRG Stadium. So make sure y'all tune in. Your boy's still gonna do the post game after the game, immediately after the game. Live at NRG Stadium, so make sure y'all pull up. So make sure y'all be at the game, because who knows, if you're at the game and you pull up on me, you might make the stream. I might put you on stream like, hey bro, what you think? You might get put up on stream. You just never know. So make sure y'all be at the game. Make sure y'all pull up at the game. Make sure y'all pull up on me. Make sure y'all pull up in the sauce, and make sure y'all pull up on the live stream. And again, we're still in the race to get the 6,000 subscribers. You know what that means? I need you to tell a friend, tell another friend. Tell enough friends so they can tell some friends, so they can tell some more friends, and put them on game with the channel, bro. Put them on game with the channel. Let them know what's going down. Put them on game with the channel. Let them know what's up. Put them on game with the channel so we can get the channel growing. Definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that, man. Make sure y'all put people on. I need you to like, share, and subscribe so we can get up to 6,000 subscribers. Definitely try to get this goal to 6,000 subscribers. And I can't do it without y'all. I need y'all help, man. Real talk. Square business. I need y'all help. I need you to help me, help you, help me, help you, help me. I need it. I don't even know what that means. But it sounds good. No, I know. It sounds good. But that's what I need. I need you to help me, help you, help me, help me, help you to help me. That's what I need. That's what I need. So I need y'all to help me and get this channel up, sit down, subscribe. Definitely appreciate that. You said you was at the game and case was trash. Hey, you was at the game for Christmas Eve. And happy holidays to everybody out there as well. You know what I'm saying? I also want to say that. No, don't get off by saying that. But you was at the game, man. I actually thought about going to this game too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought about going to the game. I'm actually glad I didn't. Oh man, I actually glad I didn't. More the main reason why I didn't go to the game was because CJ wasn't playing. I'm not gonna go to the game. CJ and CJ not even gonna be there. I'm not even gonna go to the game. I'm not even gonna go to this game. I'm gonna go to this game for. but make sure, yeah. But I am gonna be there next week. The boy, I ain't gonna be there next week. You glad you sold the tickets? For real, man. I'm glad I did not go to the game. I'm glad I did not go. But yeah, man. Man. All right, but hey, man, shout out to everybody who came through here. Definitely appreciate the love, man. Uh, we got, oh yeah, we gotta do better. Obviously, we have to do better. Like I said, I feel like we can and will do better when CJ come back. So I feel like we'll be out when CJ come back, man. I feel like we'll definitely do better when CJ come back. But like I said, like, share, subscribe, click that button to get more videos. I holla.